Singapore may be making it easier for you to EnBloc your home. You've heard of people boasting that they made a ton of money from EnBloc. The recent Loyang Valley saw owners making almost 50% more than they would if they sold their unit in the open market. So what is an EnBloc? It's when the owners collectively agree to sell their entire condo to a developer for redevelopment. Based on current market data, the EnBloc sweet spot ranges from 25 to 35 years old. Under 20, the developers usually just buy the cheaper government land sales instead. Over 40 years old, and it tends to be quite difficult to get the 80% votes required to go through. How about the target development size? Usually around 150 and underdeveloped. So think about massive car parks or facilities with very few residential units. But it's still not easy. Recall trying to get your group chat to agree on dinner? It's tough. Other factors, developers also prefer an MRT nearby and a freehold tenure. This year's biggest deal, the Loyang Valley, hit 880 million, but here's what you don't see. Even getting to the starting point is difficult. High Point at Mount Elizabeth, they attempted 4 times. Their last attempt missed the 80% consent by just 1 unit. And even when you do get the votes, High Street Centre hit 85% consent. They found a buyer and everyone was celebrating, but when it came time to place down the deposit, the buyer went cold and the deal went dead. On average, only 1 in 10 units that attempts to EnBloc finally gets their paycheck at the end. So should you buy hoping for an EnBloc? Honestly, no. Profits should never be the reason that you buy a property. You're going to be living with rising maintenance for years, and you may even get SSD if the EnBloc does go through within the first 4 years of your purchase. And if it never comes, you're stuck with reselling an older unit with lower demand. So that's not a strategy, that's a very long odds bet. How about if you're currently living in a condo that's considering EnBloc? Should you pop the champagne? Chose a payout above market rate, an escape from a crumbling building, and now with the 15-month HDB wait out scrapped, you can downsize into a HDB resale. How about the consequences? The newer replacement condos often cost way more per square foot than what you're leaving, and the process can take years, during which buyers tend to avoid your development, thereby making you stuck. So leave the champagne for when the day the money actually comes in. The new proposed rulings may help more developments to qualify, but with a success rate of just 1 in 10, I wouldn't get my hopes up too much. For more real estate content, this is Zen from Smart Seller, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!